That is Dave Lee, of course, where we have Cornelia Meyer with us, Chief Executive of MRL Corporation, a business consultancy. It's great to have you on the briefing again, Cornelia. So you were listening to Dave there. He was explaining what this means. It's not about now. If someone has a Huawei phone, they don't need to worry about this right now. But in the future, it could be a problem.
In the future, it is a problem because, you know, as we all know, occasionally you get the updates, and I use a very old Samsung because I can take the battery out, which is very helpful, and a lot of things don't let me update. So in the future it can be a problem. So yes, watch out. But this goes, you know, this goes beyond the user. It goes, what does it mean for Huawei? What does it mean in the long run for Google? In the short run, it's obviously bad for Huawei. In the medium term, it may be difficult for Google because, you know, Huawei will just go to other operating systems, and
they're creating their own, in fact.
Yeah, and they're inventing their own. As of January, they're doing also some of their own chips. It's also, if you're Intel, if you're Qualcomm, you are a big supplier to Huawei. If you're Apple, you produce phones in China. These supply chains, these businesses are so integrated across the Pacific that this is going to be quite painful for many.
But this, I mean, we saw this coming, obviously, when, you know, the Trump administration signed the executive order forbidding US companies from working with organizations such as Huawei. I mean, Google is having to follow the letter of the law. And this is, we're seeing in a very practical way today what that means.
Absolutely, we see it in a very practical way. We also saw it in a very practical way on Friday when Intel's share price fell nearly 10%. It has some real costs attached to it also in the US.
All right, thank you for now. Cornelia is back later for our news briefing. Of course, we're going to discuss some